Yo people, welcome back to another video. And sorry, but for the long awaited return of the WWE show. It's been about two weeks, but it's back. I'm joined with JPT. Um, how are you, JPT? How are you?
Tired. Tired is the best way I can describe it. And the delay was on me, so I do apologize to all your
No,
followers and to you as well, because at least good news, my busy work week is now finally over, so now I can have more time to do these. And then, yes, so I'm excited, I'm ready to go. Um, and yeah, I mean, I'm ready to talk about Raw. Saw a good amount of the episode before I just was again tired. But yeah, it's gonna be back.
yeah, that was that. Um, it again, it was also all up on my side. Just so busy with school and everything. It's just hard to get something out, and especially because our times are so different. Most it's harder even.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but it should be
There's
easier for me to do because it's like it starts at 8 p.m. my time. I would not be surprised if I would be surprised if you actually stood up to watch Raw all the way until the end. So I'm like, there's no way Hannah's staying up until what 4 till 7 in the morning. Nah,
no way. Raw is at 8. It's
that
2
is.
a.m. this time. No way. I'm staying awake up
Oh,
until 2 a.m. Till what? Till 5 a.m. No chance.
fact, that's what it
Just to
is.
watch
I
Raw.
did the math wrong.
And then I'll most likely fall asleep during the show. I'll be
I'm
like
falling
this.
asleep at 10. I don't expecting you to fall to stay awake at 2 in the morning. Unless if you have like the
Yeah.
day off, then maybe. But I mean, right now I'm just having my coffee, trying to. I was hoping for a better Man City type of game, but yeah, Leicester's doing their job. It's really one sided.
Yeah. Yeah. But we'll get into everything now. Um, so yeah, we'll let's start off with, of course, Raw, um, and everything that happened. Um, that's wrong Raw I'm on about. Um, no ratings, not the same, not September, was October's. Um, but what did you make of of Raw? Just a brief view.
Uh, like I said, since Triple H took over, it's been good. It's made me want to watch like weekly, and said that in maybe 12 years. Like 12 years was probably the last time like I wanted to watch Raw. Like, oh, I need to see what's going on. Since then, it's been bad, but now it's just like it's like watching NXT, but on Raw and SmackDown level. Good. I mean, overall good matches. See, the first one I think was the Belair versus Io Sky. Um, we had a big surprise return. Oh, I don't. I shouldn't even say big surprise more because we're getting surprises left and right every, not just on Raw but on SmackDown. So looking pretty good. There's good feuds going on. Like it feels like Triple H is going to have a good future with this company, being that Vince was stepped down, and then
Yeah,
yeah. So, but I'm liking everything so far. It's making me a fan. I feel like I'm back to when I first got into NXT, and now
Yeah.
wasn't say AEW to look forward to. I don't know if I can watch all 3 shows or 4 if I'm considering NXT as well. It's Raw, SmackDown, AEW, NXT. No, it's too much. I already watched enough soccer. I can't watch all this wrestling.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But yeah, Raw kicked off with Judgment Day and said they run the show now. Dominic got on the mic and talked about his new family before Styles and the OC made their appearance, and AJ compared Dominic to James Ellsworth before he and his boys made their way
Oh,
through. I just want to say that's an awful comparison. That's an awful one
I I
for
I
AJ.
I popped. I popped. I stood up. I was like, "Oh my god, they mentioned Ellsworth." That was the best. So I'm saying, like, they would never have done that during Vince, like, to reference a person like that again. But yeah, of course, it's an awful referral. It's to be compared to the No Chin Wonder. I mean,
Yeah.
did you watch James Ellsworth when he was on SmackDown for a little bit, or on WWE for a little bit?
No, I just know. I just remember that clip about his Royal Rumble entrance. I just remember that. That's all.
Oh, I gotta send you clips when they had like the Survivor Series Raw and SmackDown. James Ellsworth was like John Mox or Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is +1, and then Chris Jericho being the. I'll show. I don't want to ruin it. He's not a bad wrestler, but of course you look at him. He's like he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. But uh, yeah, that's so. So you didn't get the joke, or did you know like
No,
the whole
I
reason why he
didn't get
said
it yet.
yeah? I'll send it to you. It's gonna yeah, I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
But
Who said New
yeah,
Zealand
so and
won?
then one
Yeah,
was the OC
yeah. New
New
Zealand
Zealand
won, of
won
course, in the cricket.
cricket.
Yeah. The
Nice.
bloodline broke character. We'll get into that. That was funny. SmackDown was especially Bray. But we'll get into
Nice.
bloodline and everything. So yeah, the teams were added for a fight and set up a match between Carl Anderson and Finn Balor to settle the score. Oh, and then we that was of course the first match. But what did you think? I would say that's a good opening segment, of course. It seems like one thing you don't want to um, do is have it come so repetitive that that Judgment Day is going to open the show every time. That's the one thing because I think for the last what three shows or maybe even 4 shows they have opened the show and everything. So it's getting a bit repetitive, but yeah. What do you think of the opening segment? I think it was quite good. I would give it a 6. What do you think?
Like the whole overall thing, including the match,
No,
or
just
just a segment.
overall, just the
Oh,
segment.
okay. Um, I thought it was good. I mean, it is getting a little annoying just because I don't want to keep seeing as the what is it um the Judgment Day as the first thing. But you know what, the heat, because it I think it does bring that, like, you're gonna come into Raw with this faction being the first one to talk, and they're gonna be involved throughout the night. Um, but I mean I think it's a good rivalry. I think once Crown Jewel's done, I think they probably need to end it, uh, unless they have a big pay. And actually, that's not gonna happen because I think they're really trying to push AJ versus Finn
Um,
for either WrestleMania or my guess is WrestleMania. And yes, please, 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 please. It's Bullet Club. Uh, I mean, that's all it is. It's Bullet Club versus their old original leader. So and it's good. I mean, I'm glad that Damian Priest is getting the recognition he deserves. He was great at NXT and in the Indies as well. Rhea Ripley doesn't put a wrong foot forward, and this is good for Dominic's development. I do think that they probably should find a way to get rid of Dominic soon, but probably soon for his development. He should go to NXT if he really wants to earn his way up. But I mean, if he's got enough training from his dad and he's got a good faction around him to make him get some heat and also develop his mic work. Yes, and yes, Mystic Werewolf, we're all feeling a little oozy. I love Sami Zayn. I'm
Yeah,
so glad he's getting respect. Actually,
yeah,
if they bring intergender matches, that would be one I want to see. That's actually a good show.
yeah.
I'm all for it.
Rhea versus you never that. I think that would be a good match
I don't know if
because I
WWE
think
would bring back.
yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
it would be a good match, but I say they might not bring it back. That would definitely be a good match.
It would. I mean, and you're right. As much as I would like to, I don't think they would because then it's since it's being PG. I don't think they would try to show or advocate men hitting women, even though we know what wrestling is. But they don't want to lean into that too much. Unless who knows, Triple H might do it because then it's saying that what you think women can't are not strong. It's a very sensitive thing to discuss when it comes to a fake fight, but um, it should be done because a lot of you see someone like Kansas LeRae. She used to be doing intergender matches often, and she would be the one like being cut up, like she would be bleeding like from the face or whatever, and she would kill it. And big up, Mr. Werewolf, man. I appreciate it. But
Yeah,
yeah, we'll
cool.
see. If they do, they have to do it with someone like Rhea or Raquel Rodriguez. I keep wanting to say Gonzalez because that was her name in NXT, but the overly strong, the powerhouse Bianca would be one too. Um, I would like to see Bianca versus The Miz. That would be a great match. Um, yeah, it's gotta be. It's not gonna be like the your Baileys or your Charlotte Flairs if she's even part of the company still. But yeah, I mean, I think the original thing we're talking about, the second one's okay. Um, good. It gets good heat, gets the job done, and it transitions to the first match of the night. And
Yeah,
I was looking forward to this match too.
yeah. Um, but it was a definitely good segment. Like I think it's just if you watch Raw in week out, I think it's a better repetitive of them starting the show every time. I'm Dominic Mysterio needs to buff up a little more. Definitely, uh, it's, it's a tweak. It's a tweak. It needs more muscle. Yeah, be up everyone who's watched the stream. Um, and yeah, so after that, of course, it was a match. Um, I think Bella was in control for most of the match. And then, of course, Carl Anderson got back into the game with interference from AJ. But then it was just all over his just just from Bella. He they tried AJ tried to interfere. Then as a all roll type thing at the back, and then of course we saw what one big moment was. Rhea abruptly picking up Luke and carrying him basically on a shoulder and slamming him into the ring post. The picture of it is on the thumbnail. So, but yeah, AJ tried to take try to interfere, um, but just overall dominant from them from what do you call it? From Judgment Day, of course. But uh, I would I would give this a 6. It wasn't the best match, but yeah. What do you give this match?
Um, 7.5 maybe. Like, it was good. Like it's being that it's a Monday Night Raw match and not like something that you could hope for like on a pay-per-view. Like it was good. Knowing what these guys can do and knowing how the chemistry that they have together, they could put a great match. That's not a question. I mean, Carl Anderson was like I think one of the bigger workhorses for Bullet Club back in Japan, and uh, anywhere he goes, I mean, the man is talented, uh, and I'll say this: he's also very funny. I'm also send you some videos of him doing when he was doing the AEW being the elite stuff. He just made everyone crack up laughing. But for the matches, so yeah, 7.5. If we don't do halves here, then I'll round it up to an 8 because for what it was, happy.
Yeah. Um, uh, the next segment was the mess was outside Nick was outside Ness and said that he had been keeping a secret from us. So that Dexter Loomis came to him one night and told him why he was hunting the A-list. According to Miss, Loomis was hunting him because he chose Champ Champa as his foe. Um, and then the Miz summoned his former tag team partner, which is Johnny Gargano. And Johnny didn't say it, of course. Miz wasn't giving us the full story. Miz tried to protest before our truth made his way out and said that all this talk about the truth made him want to show up. Uh, you
I
gotta love him. And
loved
then
it.
the Miz and Truth set up a match after some trust of the Truth's hometown. Uh, hometown. Just gotta love the guy. Guy is like 50 years old, and he's
Yeah.
still coming on to shows every now and then. And when it comes out, it's entertaining. Um, it's maybe holding back some of the young, young and up and coming wrestlers, but you gotta have some fun on the show. It's entertainment, and it did entertain and, um, us. But jeez, um, wow, that just so fun. What's your thoughts on that statement before we get into the match?
I have one question for you. What's up? Oh man, oh my, like I used to not be a fan of this guy. This man like would be like, okay, we get it. He's supposed to be like an idiot or he's supposed to be goofy, but it really just grows on you, man. Like, he was. I almost forgot when he was just saying like I want to tell the truth. I want to tell the truth, and I thought I was like, okay, he's gonna say it. Like, what's going on? And then cue the music, and I was like, no, they're not. They just they're so good with doing the dad jokes with our truth. I mean, like you said, the man is like 50 something, still works hard, looks great, and just knows how to make the people have hometown comeback appropriate, gets the crowd going. You don't disrespect a man's macaroni and cheese. Not in North Carolina. You don't do that. It gets you killed in some places. And man, he's great. And then he did it again in NXT. It's you know, I'm again whatever he was doing. I don't know if he was doing training or just didn't have any plans for him, but you're always gonna get quality from our truth man who's been doing this since like late 90s, early 2000s. And the segment itself, I'll say it was like I would have given it an A plus, but then they were doing the whole jinx, double jinx. I thought it was a little too much, but I still say it's like an A. And then I so do you also want me to rate the match, or are you gonna go into it right now?
Um, we'll go into it. Just a short match. Um,
Yeah.
Miss Miss got some big moves in early. Then was got distracted by a hooded figure with gloves. Also showed up in the crowd. The Miss thought it was, of course, Dexter Loomis, but it was the one and only Johnny Gargano in disguise. And then R-Truth just rolled him up, and it was an easy win. Well, it wasn't the best of matches, but what do you expect? Well, men's what do you expect him to do? Um, by, but yeah, win for Truth. The Miz looks bad again, um, sling wise, but yeah, I'm going to give it a four. For the story and everything, but just match wise, I don't. It wasn't good in my eyes. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a match that was like for 3 minutes. It wasn't less than 3 minutes. I think 2 minutes and 54 seconds was the official. Um, it was just a quick match. I mean, like I said, like something just to move the storyline along, get the whatever that they have planned with Dexter Loomis and Johnny Gargano. Our truth was just to give the North Carolina, a hometown return for our truth. Um, Debbie, but here's the thing: just because it's a short match doesn't mean it's bad. And yeah, I had a good time with the whole segment leading up to it. Match did what it did. The swerve, what they did with Gargano getting in Miz's head, which if they're planning to do this rivalry, um, past Crown Jewel, if they're doing anything for Crown, yes, please, because if they had not wrestled yet, you're gonna see a technical masterpiece that oh my god, it's gonna be probably to the level of what we had hoped for when we saw. I think it was Daniel Bryan, Miz, and Seth. No, it was Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Miz in a triple threat match back in I think it was WrestleMania. But um, yeah, I would say maybe like a 7 out of 10. Uh, like if I'm gonna give the other one an 8, I'll give this one a 7. Not bad, moved the story along, and got a good laugh.
Yeah. But just when I know your comments keep going away on other streams, that your comments are coming through. He says, "Big up people, be up yourself, Chelsea fan." And
We got a Chelsea fan.
yeah, now the next segment or slash match. Say Candice LeRae was being interviewed backstage when Damage Control showed up to crash it. They argued for a bit before the youth beats up the former NXT superstar, and then um, Elias was backstage of Riddle. Long time since we have seen Elias. and he said that he was sick of being interrupted, and he will take action if it happens again. Alpha Academy came in, made fun of them before Elias challenged Gable to a match, um, which we will see later on. Again, just segments that leads up to matches later on, and that builds storylines. And I think that's a good backstage segment. I would backstage segment. I'd give it let's I would give it a 6. What do you think?
Um, See, I'm biased when it comes to this because I love Riddle. I thought they were leaning too much to the goofy side of him because they didn't want to say that he's is a pothead, but he's just a good time. And with Elias back, I think this is like they're building up something nicely, and it's goofy. Alpha Academy is still being featured consistently, and this is good. But yeah, I would say C as well. It was could they have gone without it? Yeah, maybe. Probably would have used that time to maybe give like an extra couple minutes to the R-Truth mismatch, uh, mismatch. But it was all right. Yeah, neither. All right. Okay. Uh, all right, and then after that, I think they just jumped right into, was it Mustafa Ali versus Austin Theory, with Seth Rollins coming out to on the commentary. So when the match starts, it was pretty high flying. It's what you expect from like a high flying indie match, but Theory has really come into his own. He's been, I mean, rightfully so. This man has, I think he had his own episode of Vice, talking about his journey. Well deserved. Mustafa Ali, the Chicago native, former cop, uh, supposed to be like the next big high flyer for WWE, but one injury later, lost his chance and was replaced by Kofi, if you remember. But going back to the match, as a high flying, I see Ali going to the outside, leaving Theory to pick up his phone. And so that's the thing, it's the small distractions that just involved with the character is always great. Ali was taking pictures with his phone. It's supposed to be goofy, and I mean none of this is supposed to be serious. So after he gets drop kicked to the floor, it sets up for a top rope flip to a dive, and Ali strikes back. He's looking for a little comeback, but he looks like he might get him after a tornado DDT from the ropes. But no, Theory pulls him in for a brainbuster onto the knee. And then Ali takes him down, goes up for Rollins' distraction. Of course, when someone's on commentary, they're going to be involved, whether it's during the match, like 99% of the matches during the match, or for a confrontation afterwards. Theory wins with his 8-count down, and then match that lasts just a little over 10 minutes, done. What would I give this match? I guess this one will be a 7 as well. Hannah, you back?
Yeah. So what match you
All
on?
right. This is the after the Elias and
Oh, so okay, yeah.
Elias and fuck. Oh, sorry. uh, Riddle. I keep
Yeah.
wanting to say but I'm thinking of Theory versus Ali with Rollins on commentary. Big up Oris. I'm trying, man. This coffee didn't do nothing. I'm tired still.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hannah, I'm gonna be back in a second. All right. I just gotta make a quick phone call. All right. So
No worries.
I'll
No
still
worries.
be here. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So yeah. Uh, my thoughts on this match, of course, Seth Rollins was ringside. And joined the team to root for, for his former, former partner. I'm not going to say that word. Austin Fury was in control early on, and then when we got back from the break, Fury tried to take a selfie during the match. Ali took him out with a 450 splash. And from the up top, Ali nearly pinned Fury, but later came back with big move. Rollins instructed Fury to finish it, but Ali took control and went for the 450 splash again. Again, Rollins rushed the ring, and the ref stopped him before Fury kicked Ali off the ropes. Fury hit the down of the distraction before picking up the win. Rollins sent Ali outside into the time area, and after match, they beat him up. Austin Fury was defeated. Mustafa Ali. Rollins was on his way out when Ali attacked him at him, but they were separated by the officials right away. Um, so uh, I would give this a 7. Uh, it had loads of good moments, and it all that storyline between Rollins and Ali. Um, yeah, and then backstage, we on Raw backstage, Gargano ran into JBL. Um, and Baron Corbin, JBL made fun of Gargano, and former NXT star came back with some jabs of his own. JBL booked a match between Gargano and Corbin before Raw continued. Omos and MVP were out next on Raw, called out Braun Strowman, asked him to watch the 4-on-1 match. Um, so then um, I think again that sets up another storyline, Omos versus Braun Strowman. Um, that JBL segment, I don't really like Baron Corbin, so yeah, I'm not going to rate it very highly. So yeah, so if we move on to the match, of course, Omos as the local competitors. It was just basically a squash match. Um, not really else to say. Omar spelled two of his opponents together on the mat before getting the pin with 1 foot. Um, so yeah, I would give this a 4. I know it's to get almost over, but it is not the best. Most match is a squash match. What do you expect? Then of course we had the Elias versus Chad Gable. Oh, and Elias was back for his first match in over a year. Gable uh, tried to few submissions early on, but then Elias got the vertical suplex for a near fall. Otis grabbed the ropes and dropped Elias to the outside before it was a break. Then back from the break, Gable got in an ankle lock before going up top for a moonsault. Elias blocked the dive, finish right before getting a near fall. Then Elias uh, went outside and sidestepped it. A tackle from Otis crashed into the ring post. Elias blocked the Chaos Theory finisher from Gable for getting a big boot and a final cut for the win. Elias, he wins, and so already a few returns. And so, yeah, Elias gets the win. He defeats uh, feeds with Chad Gable. Just then, what does this mean? Uzi, I know Wolf also was on about feeling Uzi. What you guys on about? Someone tell me. But yeah, Elias defeats Chad Gable. After the match, Otis takes out Elias from behind. Riddle rushes out to make the save and took Gable down of the road to sleep before taking Otis out as well. Um, yeah, that match I'd give that match uh, give that match uh, uh, a 7. Let me give that a game a 7. Yeah, no. So yeah, backstage again, Styles and the OC were trying to figure out how to defeat the Judgment Day. Uh, Gallows tried to go deal with Rhea Ripley himself, but after a break, came back after taking a beating. So, uh, Johnny Gargano vs Baron Corbin was again on Raw. JBL, of course, introducing everything. Corbin was in control early on, but Gargano got a big counter with a knee to the head and sent Corbin outside. Corbin then dragged Gargano outside and dropped him on the announced stage before we headed to a break. Right, I think that's a good overall segment. Okay, yeah, JPT will be back 5 minutes, no worries. Um, and then back on Raw, Corbin got a big move, but took a spear off a counter before Gargano got near for Gargano tried a uh, horrific spin before Corbin hit a deep 6 for a near fall, and then Corbin just dominated, and Gargano uh, took Corbin down and saw JBL's head. I know it's a DDT, the floor before JBL wiped him out on the apron, allowing Baron to hit the end of days for the win. Baron Corbin defeated Johnny Gargano. I don't like that because I don't like Baron Corbin. Match wise, I would give that 8. Sammy said that last night. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean, people? Someone tell me what does that mean? That's all I want to know. What does that mean? Yeah. Mm, do, do, do. So yeah. Just United fans trying to troll me and saying we're going to draw against Brighton. Get out of here. And then Gargano told the Miz if he didn't spill the beans it's next week on Raw, he will do it himself. Also, Gargano saying Miz needs to tell the truth. That Bianca Belair versus Bailey was on Raw. Very good match, like like it will be between these amazing superstars and wrestlers. And Nikki Cross, of course, showed up at the end ringside and took out the referee before wiping out Belair in the ring and letting Bailey get the win. So we're seeing that Nikki Cross, Ash, as or Nikki as it's Nikki Cross. She's back, people, and she's taking over. Um, Nikki beats Bailey and Damage Control down as Raw went off the air. I'm giving that a 9 out of 10. What a segment. What great stuff. And we have JPT is back. How are you?
Yes.
And
That
you
was good.
join and Seti score. Seti
Yes.
are leading
Kevin De
1-0.
Bruyne.
KDB,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know.
yeah. I like I said, like City or Leicester was looking good, holding them back. But it's like, just give it a second. Like it's gonna break down. I mean, they've just been consistently attacking. Although I will say, Leicester have been pretty efficient with their shooting. 4 shots on total, 3 on target. I don't think they're gonna be Ederson though. So what match are we talking about? The Nikki.
The man of the match. Uh, not man of the match. Um, main event. Main event.
Which was it?
The Bailey versus Bianca match, and then of course Nikki's damage control. And then Nikki
Oh
Cross.
yeah, the with the. I mean, it was a great match that Bailey
Yeah.
and I mean Bailey, the one of the 4 horsewomen from NXT, which is crazy because I think. Oh well, Becky's still there. Becky, I think she's in Smackdown, but everyone else is gone.
Okay.
Bianca is.
Clay is still there. Charlotte.
Oh yeah,
She's still there.
Charlotte. She hasn't been on TV because I think she's had problems with the company. And
Oh
then
yeah, but she was Vince's goal. She was Vince's goal. Oh yeah.
oh yeah, and then same with Sasha, and then she said screw it, which is a shame because, uh, man, I have a thing for Sasha.
Yeah, no,
She's something about her just always got me.
Sasha is beautiful.
And Naomi
It's a
too.
beautiful goal. No,
But man,
no.
this match was great. I mean, you know these two are gonna put up a great match, and yes, what a surprise back from Nikki. I don't remember if her name was Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross is finally back.
Not Nikki
Now
Ash. Nikki Ash. Whatever they call it.
that was for Vince. That was I mean, yes, Nikki Ash was her idea, but it was to appease like or to please for the kids, the PG. You know, it's similar to when what is it? Shane is it Shane Helms? Yeah, Shane Helms did the Hurricane. Even though the Hurricane was great, it was over. You could say same with Rosie when he became a superhero in training. You make up the acronym as you go along with that, and then yeah, so it was just like bringing like the hero thing, but people who saw her coming up in NXT will remember how she was when she was part of Sanity. She had that crazy persona. She was like uncaged. She was almost like Dean Ambrose, like when he was like the was it the fringe lunatic, something like that.
Yeah, that's a video.
But yeah, but they had their thing where Nikki, maybe just because it was her return, but Nikki came back dressed up like she was like she had the makeup. She had like like she was going out for like plans later tonight. Back then, she was dressing up like as a man. She had like the jean jacket with like the stitched in like Scotland flag, and um, kind of just looked like she was just crazy. She dressed the part, and I think we're probably going to see that back. Maybe she'd be part of Bray Wyatt's faction, uh, if rumored faction, if he does that. Yeah, Nikki Cross, man, it's so long overdue. Why they didn't bring her up along with Sanity when they brought Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, and I'm trying to remember the third guy. Um, anyway, but yeah, they left her behind, and then by the time she gone, I think that was one of the biggest wastes of a faction that I've seen because they were over, they were popular, they were good, they were. And here's the Eric Young can wrestle. He can talk. He sounds like he's got like a voice issue. So he had the part like locked in. It was made for him, but he can't always please Vince. So I'm excited to see what Triple H is gonna do with now that he's in control of Nikki's gimmick or has more influence to let her do whatever she wants. So yeah, I mean, so we were just talking about the match, or were you talking about like overall score for the show?
We're getting into that. At
All right.
first, just a quick summary. Um, so yeah, I'll give it a 7. We got the in-ring return of Elias while Bailey puts on a great main event. Rollins took out uh, Ali in a post-match attack. R-Truth showed up to mock the Miz on Night Raw. Um, and yeah, I think that was a good match overall and a good show. Oh, what do you give it? I'm giving it a 7.
I would give it an 8. I mean, the only thing that I didn't like was the almost match, but I mean, it's a squash match. It's against I don't even remember who. I think were they just local randoms,
Yeah,
or people.
local.
Yeah, so the
Yeah, locals.
local talent, as they would say. But yeah, just a match to get him over, make him look more like the monster, like big guy. But yeah, other than that, I think it was it was a solid show. I won't say like it's one of the best draws ever, but we got the job done. Makes me want to tune in for next week and see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. Um, and now we won't go a lot into SmackDown as we won't catch it. But we'll just
Nope.
go through some of the iPods, of course. The show kicks off with the Bloodline backstage and Sami Zayn, which said told Chase that was all hands on deck since Roman wasn't there. They had the opening match. Sami asked Jay to look over his match against the Brawling Brutes before heading out, and then of course Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa. Um, it was an alright match, uh, and but the shock was of course the Brawling Brutes. Or yeah, are they called Brawling Brutes?
Yeah, the Brawling
Oh wait,
Brutes.
oh yeah, okay.
Reminds me
Won
of
and
Rich Holiday.
defeated Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa. Um, Solo tried to stop Sami Jesus from arguing. So again, just a bust up there between Sami and Jey Uso. Again, teasing that thing of Jey Uso maybe going on his own and splitting. Um, so yeah, and then Sami and Jey were arguing, and Jimmy and Solo tried to get them settled down, but to no avail. Roman Reigns came out himself to sort the matter, told them that if they fought like kids, Roman to treat them like it's um rest. What was the score last time you faced them? 2-1 and then 4-0 last season. Just shoosh,
Of the Seagulls.
shoosh.
You going
Come
check
on, the
game on him?
Irons. Come on, you Irons. Um,
We'll see what happens. It's. I was looking at all the fixtures this weekend. It's I don't know. It's like it was a weird. It was a weird match week. It's no like none of them are like, oh my god, I need to see this. Like the closest one maybe is probably what Newcastle and Aston Villa, just because I want to see what the new managers the new manager's gonna do, and with this squad that he
yeah,
has at Aston. But other than that, I mean, none of these games I'm like looking forward to. Even the, I mean, in the Potter Derby, like that's it. But again, that's coming from the Chelsea fan. I'm sure the anyone else is probably like, who gives a shit? I guess this weekend is weird,
yeah.
but
I don't give
yeah.
a damn what the tribal chief says. Who said that? Wolf? What? The Jays say
Mm,
that. So
I think that was Jay. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, Sammy tried to offer Jay a truce and a handshake, but Jay wasn't up for it. Jay said he didn't like Sammy and he didn't want to hang around his family. Sammy said that he wanted peace, and Jay replied, "They didn't care what Sammy and Roman wanted. They wanted Sammy to go." So basically, what um, he's saying there, Wolf is saying there, Roman was furious and said that things went on like this, he will have to make Sammy full-time Us, call him Sammy Uso. Oh my days. Yeah, Unai
It's I
Emery's
love Sammy.
first game will be against United as he's waiting for his work permit. So he won't be in charge this game. So yeah. But
It's
what did you think of that overall whole segment, match, and everything?
I mean I'm more for this feud. Especially I mean you got it involves Sammy uh making his way in like in more with the bloodline than and Jay's getting out. What I think is gonna happen is that uh either Jay's just gonna snap at Sammy. He's gonna become more of a baby face. Solo's gonna help him out, making him go baby face too, and then they're gonna challenge for the
Oh my
tag team titles
god.
for versus. Well, actually, how would that work? Oh, I guess he would have to um have someone to hold it over with
No, no, no. Just for De Bruyne's free kick.
Did he
Free
score
kick.
again? Oh, was that how he scored?
No, the first goal, the first goal.
Um, it would be a free kick. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Sammy and Solo taking one of the tag team titles from the Usos. Sammy's is he's always been comedy, man. He's always been just funny as hell. He's got that persona. He's got that goofiness to him. Um, which is why like him and Kevin Owens, whenever they would like tag up together, it'd be like the hot head in the goofy like friend. But this yeah, but the rivalry in the match with the Brawling Bruce is good. I see that they've already moved on from Imperium and Gunther. Uh, if they get all three involved, I'm for it because you can't go wrong with any one of these sets of tag teams. But yeah, so I'll give it a B. If I would grade, like I guess that's like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, fair enough. Enough. Yeah. And then it was the maximum male models is the new day. not it was just basically a squash match. New Day really just easy win for them. Them not really anything else to say. Um, and then Sonya Deville and Liv Morgan attacked her into a fight before officials came out to separate them. So that's all tag team. Ronda Rousey was out next and called for an open challenge. Emma, it's Emma. Who's Emma? Who's
Emma's
Emma? I
back.
want to know who's Emma.
Do you remember? Was she considered Emelina? So Emma, back in the day, she had this gimmick where with do you remember Santino Marella?
Yeah, yeah.
So they had like a little goofy thing where she did the Evolution dance. It was over. It
Oh,
was
was she
goofy.
like the girl that was always texting?
Yeah, and like blonde. I think she's from where, Australia or New Zealand, one of the two.
Okay.
Um, and then she went away, and then they had this dumb idea where they would tease her return as Emelina, or yeah, Emelina, and they had vignettes. They would. She was supposed to like debut maybe 2 months into the vignettes, but I think they went like a whole 8 months, and then she came up for like 10 seconds, and then we didn't see her again. The dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
Australia, so yeah, yeah. She can wrestle.
Yeah.
She's good too, and she can talk. She's got charisma, but Vince didn't have any plans for her. Now that she's back and she can do what she wants, I'm excited to see what she's gonna do. I think, what was her name? Let's see. But yeah, it's
Um.
Tennille Dashwood. That she was killing it when she was like in the Indies. You just look up any match with Tennille Dashwood in it, and you'd be wondering why Vince couldn't think of anything for her. Um, but yeah, I'm happy. Triple H is getting all his old people back, so I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But
Definitely. Um. Yeah. So they had their match. Um. Emma, of course, she did get her a moment in the game, but Ronda, she defeated her. Um. Yeah. Then Shayna Baszler and Rousey were backstage after the match. Taylor walked up to him and said something about Shayna Baszler wasn't interested and started choking Natalia out from behind and knocking her out. Again, there's another uh, feud. Jay Uso was backstage and tried to explain to Paul Heyman what Logan Paul um, that Logan Paul knocked him out last week before could give could even figure out what was happening. He asked Heyman if he was back with Roman and Heyman said that he did. That's again interesting storyline there. And then of course we had Legado del Fantasma versus Hitro and Shinsuke Nakamura. I love Shinsuke. He should have already have like two WWE titles. Um, yeah.
which one?
uh, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, he really does. That man is. I can't name a bad match he's had. He's been amazing since day one. You look at any of his whether it's SmackDown, Raw, NXT, New Japan, he's been amazing. I really wanted him to go to AEW because we saw Vince really didn't know what to do with him. And if you want to see any more proof of what Vince had in mind, just look up the Ginger Mahal. Actually, you can't even look it up anymore. They removed it because it was too racist and very very stupid. But uh, he might be pushing for soon. I mean, right now he doesn't have any, right?
Yeah, he hasn't won. He has an intercontinental title and I think
Oh,
a
so
US title.
he
But he
has the
hasn't like a
Intercontinental.
world title, world champion, like a
Nah,
universal or world champion.
it's it's not gonna be taking a while. It's gotta be if Roman goes on to the movies after WrestleMania. But until then, don't expect anyone to
And,
take off the two belts from him, especially not Shinsuke. It would have to be either The Rock, John Cena, or if Triple H for whatever reason brings him back, Goldberg.
and I
Because
can confirm Cucurella is starting at left centre back for Chelsea. People,
yeah, I know.
Pulisic is left wing back. Hey, we
And
go
then
to have a party, you know.
why isn't I just what I'm saying? Why not have Chilwell as left center back and then Cucurella as left wing back? But we'll see. And then we have Ruben. Uh, and you're starting Ruben as DM unless
Who's
it's the
your
thing.
Ruben?
I have to see. Huh?
Yeah, we'll get into everything on the other stream. Doing later. Let's quickly wrap up.
Let's see.
Delph and Tasma were out and Itro and brought Shinsuke to even the odds. A brawl broke out before the match and Itro and Shinsuke took out Phantasma one by one before BFAB took out Selena for big kick. The match was underway shortly. Oh, wait. Yeah, the match was underway. Then Adonis was isolated in um, in Phantasma's corner. Then Wade Barrett made an Elon Musk board Twitter joke before Shinsuke was tagged in, went into slugfest of Santos Escobar. And that was a good part of that match. Then Top Dollar went up to the top rope and hit a big move before Nakamura came in and hit one of uh, Phantasma's member with the Kanisha and picked up the win. Hitro and Shinsuke defeat hit Phantasma. Um, Backstage, Heyman asked Roman Reigns to watch a video that showed Logan Paul training. They were sitting up a lucky punch angle, and Heyman was worried that knock Rom- Logan would knock Roman out since he had mental pins in his hand from a past surgery. And then the LA Knight was running his mouth backstage, and Ricochet came out to confront him. Karen Cross is Madcap Moss. Was just a squash match, and then Karen Cross was locked in the cross jacket on Madcap after the match and knocked him out before calling out Drew McIntyre, calling him a coward and a hypocrite. That would be a fine match. Then Rey Mysterio was backstage, and Imperium attacked him, and Gunter landed a devastating chop before walking off. And then I think that's the end. Yeah, the end. Mr. Bray Wyatt was out next and said that this was him as a man and he wasn't hiding behind a mask anymore. He said that he was here to be big things and that sometimes he loses control of himself. How Wyatt said that he didn't care if he did horrible things before another figure appeared on a Tron, Titantron. They said that they were the ghost of the man who sold the world, and said that Bray would never be able to hide from him. Figure called himself was uncle and said howdy before SmackDown went off air. I'm going to play the clip just so people who are watching this live can see. I think probably will get copyright, right? But then I'll just cut it out. So that's what
So
the
you
show.
how he ended off with Uncle Howdy, right?
Yeah, Uncle Howdy. I'm your
I
Uncle
want
Howdy.
I wonder if that's a shot or a reference to The Exorcist because I'm not sure if you can say Captain Howdy, but that if you ever seen The Exorcist, good on you for watching it at an early age. But um, if it's true and he's a big horror fan, it's because when the demon um, from The Exorcist was introduced, he introduced himself to the little girl as Captain Howdy. So I wonder if this is what he was. Uh, and now just hearing that, I just want to watch SmackDown. I need to see like highlights, if not just that segment. Anything else is optional. But thank God that he's back, and it's just unfairly just by how much Vince has screwed over, or maybe not just Vince, but like maybe Nick Khan as well, that screwed over Bray Wyatt. Man has ideas. Even Triple H said when you work with someone like Bray, it's just like a nonstop idea machine. He he's great to work with. So when you have that, you have the head of WWE right now saying that. Why couldn't the former heads see that? I'm baffled. But man, Hannah, gotta watch SmackDown. At least watch that Bray Wyatt segment.
Yeah, yeah. Just watch the Bray Wyatt. But yeah, now it's been a good show. Be up, everyone who has joined in the comments. Wolf, Orest, and of course, just fan. Yeah, but JPT, where can the people find you?
The Out of Time Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, the Out of Time PC on Twitter. Finally gonna have a video. I was supposed to do one this morning, but being that I'm only been awake for or slept for 3 hours, I'm not in the mood to do a stream right now. Other than Hano asked me, and of course I can't say no to him. And but catch my channel. We'll have a stream for a review for the Chelsea game today. I am gonna have a stream or gonna be on Tony Claude Gunner TV later today for a review for the all the matches for today, minus the Liverpool Leeds game. Other than that, yeah, subscribe and like Coach's Corner, great channel. Man stays busy and always puts out the content for everybody. So just give him a thank you by dropping a like and hitting the subscribe button.
Be up yourself, JPT. And yeah, like it says down there below, like, subscribe, and share. Don't follow me on all my socials there down below. Oh, yeah, we got to stream in 30 minutes. So we will be doing a Chelsea, the Brighton watch along the Potter Derby, and it's going to be good. City are currently winning 1-0. Shout out to Tyler, aka Boys TV, calling a 1-0 Manchester City win if it turns out to be 1-0. Well, I'll definitely post something on his T-Boys TV extra account, so make sure go subscribe to his channel. And I also have the clip channel, my clip channel, in the description. Go check that out. Um, it's been uh, this. I have at least 5 clips I'm going to post out throughout the day and tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And be up, everyone who's joined. And we say to all of you a very, very happy weekend and goodbye.